Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
Vinicius Junior!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
That has not gone well. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle.
He leaps for it! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Cherki, Barella, Chouameni, and it's Cucurella. Lopez, he's picked his way through, flashes it across, and he's quick to get rid. And here's Mbappe. Girassi chasing after it. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chouameni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Great vision. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Barella. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And the pass is intercepted. That ball looks a good one. That's really well cleared. Barella. Chouameni.
Munich definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cherky cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Cucurella. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Barella. And Cherky. Thuram. Cherky running with intent. This looks promising. Cucurella finding himself in space. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Zaire Emery. Looking for options for movement. And that's been drilled in. Front-footed pressing going on here. Nice physical challenge. Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. And he shoots! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Fermin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cucurella.
There will be 1 minute added
Wan-Bissaka. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foot in. Guirassy. Passes short and sharp. Guirassy. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So right back into the action. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. And he welcomes it in. Plenty to aim at here. Chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Cucurella. And it's Wan-Bissaka. And Cherky. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram finds himself offside. Fermin might just make this. Chouameni. Cucurella. And Cherky. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Zaire Emery. And it's Eze. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Fermin wants to run onto this. Lovely feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaire Emery is there to clear. Cherki. It's not an especially good pass, that. Driving forward. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Eze. Zaire Emery. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Chouameni. Eze gets a foot in here. Guirassy. Guirassy! Has to go back here. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! And a neat finish. And the game has liftoff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Sergio Guirassy. Number 14.
So we have
Vinicius
movement on both
Junior.
benches.
Number 17.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look,
Number
experienced
26,
voices need to be heard now,
Robertson.
along with good purpose
Number
and
33,
urgency, and they can get right back into
Emery.
this.
Coming on the field, number 20.
Eder Militao
Serge. Number 5.
aims beyond the defence. Delivered
Number
low.
22.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 2, João Cancelo.
Munich
Number
really are
21,
going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of
Substitution in
sustaining
progress.
the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's come to nothing. He's in a great position here. Chouameni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nicely aimed pass. Yamal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Now it's Vlahovic. Ederson. Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. Good ball, good take.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's managed to get free. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. They have stolen level at the last. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
There will be
Terrific.
3 minutes added time.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Tries to play it through. Dembele. Oh, such a clever touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium. Substitution on the field, number 8.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Number 3,
Vietnam conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Yamal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. João Cancelo. Rice. And here's Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? Wan-Bissaka. Could be danger here. Dembele. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dani Olmo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Cucurella. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Palmer. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. So that was it, the first period of extra time. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it?
Substitution.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Olmo. Dembele. And this is Dembele. And he couldn't finish.
A wonderful goal to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Palmer goes short. Palmer. Ederson. And he tries a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Opts for safety. Oh no, this does not look good. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it.
There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one. Rice with the short one. Rice. João Cancelo. João Cancelo has got himself a free kick. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Picked out brilliantly. Dembele's cross. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Threads one in. Nice control. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Chance, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has... And we're done. Vietnam, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
And a quick reminder
how will we look
to
back on
please
that?
take
Well,
all
Peter,
the
this was
located
probably
by-
more...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get
today's
the
match.
juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now he's off and running. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Chooses to go cross-field. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eze. Oh, nice touch. Fermin gets it clear. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Quarter of an hour played. Chouameni. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Robertson. Great vision. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Barella. Chouameni. Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Zaire Emery. And he can thump it away. Looking for the run. That's an excellent interception. Cherki, Barella, and the counter is on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! It's hit the upright. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement.
Munich definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Chouameni, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, look at the... Can he finish? And again! And it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Girassi and it's Robertson. Nice bit of trickery. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Wan-Bissaka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Chouameni. And it's Barella. Barella. And the shot's on here.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Fermin is onto this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Lopez. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot, surely! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, sweet feet. Shot could be on the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Cherki with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Vietnam have their third corner. Cherki goes short. Oh, that's neat. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Barella. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
He's shifting through the gears here. Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. Schlotterbeck is there, and he can get that clear.
Substitution on the field. Number
Vietnam
17.
get their fourth
Eze.
corner.
Number 26. Robertson.
Palmer plays it short.
Number 22. Bellingham.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution
That's exactly
taking
what
place.
they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot. Cleared away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rice. Zaire Emery getting this one clear. And it's Barella. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
No, that's been intercepted. Wan-Bissaka. Can he get it through? Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's put pay to the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's all alone. Can he finish?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's nice. And here's Vinicius Junior. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. And that was nowhere near his best. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's Haaland, looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. That's put paid to the danger. Konate wins the duel this time.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eze. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Picked out brilliantly. Chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Now there's a fine ball. And it's Chuk. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Munich really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
It's their second corner of the game. Rice goes short. That's tidy. Robertson. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's superb. Now it's Eze. Now can he find a finish? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zaire Emery. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he welcomes it in. Robertson.
Munich definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity. Eze! And that is well cleared. Barella tries to pass it through. Now it's Thuram. And it's Barella. Very nicely done. And it's Tchouaméni. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Barella. And Cucurella. Tchouaméni. Fermin. Threads one in. Thinks about... Great chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rice. And here's Zaire Emery. And here's Haaland. And he was quick to react.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Eze. And it's Zaire Emery. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Played out wide, and here's Zaire Emery. That's good play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And here's Lopez. Eze. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's on his own! There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Rice. This looks promising. Looking tidy in possession here. Vermin. Mbappe. And Cucurella. Now he's got space here. Barella. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Wan-Bissaka. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cherki wants to run onto this. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Haaland. Chouameni. Wan-Bissaka. Pinches it off him. And it's Eze. That is a brilliant interception. Cherki, Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Looks to the other side. Cucurella. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Eze. Robertson. And it's Rice. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Eze.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 14, Vinicius Junior.
Number 17,
Konate.
Eze. Number 26, Robertson. Number 33,
That is lovely.
Zaire Emery.
Strokes it
Coming on the
back.
field,
And it's
number
Chouameni.
20, Sirleaf. Number 5,
Great vision. Now this could be a chance. And he's definitely onside.
Number 2,
Munich clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very
Hakimi.
frantic end to this game.
Substitutions taking place.
Solot is herring after that one. Oh, cracking ball. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And the shot! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Danny Olmo, looking for the run. Ederson. Oh, important interception. Deftly away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. And he can clear it away. Oh, that's well spotted. And time is up. Vietnam were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.